Okay, we're heading up here for some snow driving. Let's check it out. Currently I'm in four-wheel drive. Sliding, drifting, sliding, going straight, sliding, drifting, drifting, sliding. All right, let's stick it in two-wheel drive and do the same thing. Oh. Uh-oh. So, it is much more dangerous to drive in the snow in two-wheel drive than in four-wheel drive. Okay, so now it turns out that I actually have gotten stuck. What I'm gonna have to do is probably get rid of that snow that's under the back wheels. As you can see, there's little snow under the front wheels, so maybe an alternative would be to back up. Thing about this is if you're in two-wheel drive, it would be near impossible to make it out without digging all this snow out. Also, if you're driving on a highway and you need to come to a stop, and then you do come to a stop and you get stuck like this, your car will be, like I said, stuck. I will be doing this with my phone in my hand, so now I am driving with one hand, which does make driving more dangerous. It is yet another distraction to driving, being on your phone. Of course, duh, don't be a dummy, be safe, guys. Typically, there's gonna be a lot more traffic in the city, typically less snow than this. Typically, there are going to be a lot more people. As you can see, there are people here waiting to cross the street. You need to watch for them. Construction as well, that does make driving harder. There are still plenty of people out, usually trying to cross the street. That's one big thing to look for, is people crossing the street. Also, other distractions are buildings. Buildings are cool. People love to look at buildings. While driving through the city, you will likely want to look at the buildings. This is dangerous. There's a dude trying to cross the road. There he is. More people trying to cross the road. Also, there in the city are lots of cars parked on the side of the road, usually. This could be another distraction, is people getting in and out of their cars, opening their doors, trying to park parallel on the side of the road, or come from a parallel park on the side of the road. That's another thing that needs to be watched for while driving in the city. There's another person trying to cross. Oh, got a yellow light, made it through, I think. There's a dog, pretty dog. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it was an attractive dog. There we are. Also, lots of one-way streets. This can get quite confusing. You don't want to turn right onto a left-only street like this one here. Let's see, one way only. Also, bus lanes in the city. There are entire lanes made just for buses. Make sure you don't drive in those. They're pretty well marked. On the ground it says bus lane only. I can see it even with snow on it. Also, there are cable bus thingies that go by here. You can see they're in the ground. They have their little railways. Those are very dangerous. Make sure that you do not run into those. Make sure you're always looking out for those. This is a one-way street. I am going the correct. Yo, look at that building. Shoot. Oh, here's someone pulling out right here in front of me. Oh, looks like they're gonna let me go past, so I'm gonna go past them. In the city also, parking garages, lots of parking garages. People love to go in and out of those like crazy. Road rage is also a big issue while driving. I do my best not to make people mad. Sometimes I want to make people mad because they're making me mad. Also, lots of lanes are closed in cities. As you can see, there are the arrows right here. That's usually an entire lane, however, it is currently closed. Highway traffic is usually more dangerous than most other traffic because of the high speed and the high concentration of vehicles. As you can see, there are lots of cars on the road right now. There are on and off ramps. People will come on the highway, get off the highway. A lot of times people will come and try to merge right where you are and almost hit you. Even though they're not supposed to do it, they will still do it, which I hate. Speed limits change frequently based off of if you're in a turn or if you're in a straight or exiting or getting on the highway and things. There are lots of highway signs, lots of distractions from the signs. Signs are very distracting. There's a sign to look at, more signs to look at. Also, from the snow, the ground is wet, so I need my windshield wipers on. That's another, while minor, it's still a distraction. I was just hydroplaning there a little bit. On the side of the road, there was some water and my wheels went over it, and my right wheels were not getting any more grip. Well, tires, I guess, but I was not getting any more grip on the right side, on the right, over there. So it pulled it up, no more grip, none of the tires. Very dangerous. Here's some more water coming up. I'm gonna try to avoid it as best I can. If you hit deep water, you will likely spin out, which I have done before. So that's another thing to look out for. I am now in a suburb. I'm a suburbs kid. So, as you can see, in the suburbs, typically, there's gonna be a lot less traffic, people moving at a lot slower speeds. There will sometimes be cars parked in the road, but as this truck here, they will typically not be in the way. There will typically be plenty of more space to drive. Same way in the city, those cars will sometimes start moving if the people are not looking at you. Oh, there's some dudes talking to each other. Wave at them. They did not wave back, unfortunately. They did look friendly, however. So here I've got my steak strip, extra thick cut beef jerky. Smells very peppery and oniony and garlicky and meaty, beefy. Now let's give it a taste. Let's taste what it tastes like. Very cold. Taste the way it smells, but more meaty than the seasonings I mentioned. It's good though, quite good. Eating while driving takes away at least one hand. While I was opening this earlier, I had my knee on the wheel, which is sketchy. So if you're going to eat while driving, please be careful. We're about to go up Saxon Mountain Road. There's lots of snow. I hope the road's not snowy or we're not going to make it up it, I'm pretty sure. But it is a part of a United States National Forest. My dad's going to do some off-roading here. As you can see, it's still quite snowy, as well as there are large rocks in this road. It's going to make it quite hard for any vehicle to make it over it. He's in 4-wheel drive, 4-low, and first gear to get more torque with less speed to try to get over these rocks. He's going to make a run at it, sliding. Oh. Yeah, it goes up this way and up this way. So it's sliding down this way and that way. So the car's doing this. Oh, yep, see? Did it.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, you heard it here, folks. Not even the FJ Cruiser can make it up this. So if you see a road that looks like this, don't drive on it. It's quite dangerous. You probably will get stuck very quickly. If you do manage to make it over these rocks, you will likely just get stuck on the other side of the rocks or on top of the rocks. But it is very beautiful out here.
Yeah, I can probably back up this sucker.
I don't think it's worth it. Thank you, though.
Yeah, do you want to drive?
Yeah, I'll drive back down. Thank you, Dad.
It's just like...
In conclusion, driving is very dangerous, and there are many things that can distract you while you're driving. So if you are driving, please be careful.